Hello everybody. Here's another one on changing column widths. I run into this a lot where people are not quite sure how to do this. I've got two entries here, Colorado Mountain College, and beneath that I have Denver, Colorado. Notice that each one of these, the text began in a particular cell. In this case, it began in B3. And when I click there, that means that's where this content actually resides. Right up here, it gives you your address, B3. That's the cell I'm on. When it gets to the edge of B3, it says, well, I need to continue for the rest of Colorado Mountain College. And since there's nothing in the way, it goes ahead and fills it in. Here I have Denver, Colorado, and again, when it gets to the end of column B, it just says, I'll go ahead and use the column next to it. There's nothing there. But if I now go back and say, right here, I need to put in hello. Well, suddenly I see Denver hello. Let me make that font larger so that you can see it a little bit more easily. Let's kick it up a little bit more. So I've got Den hello. Now, the question is, whatever happened to the rest of that? If I click on the cell and look up here on its address bar, and it's also known as true cell contents, this true cell content says in that cell where you only see Denver, it actually contains Denver, Colorado. It just can't see it because hello or anything has been placed in that cell beside it. So we decide we need to change column widths. What do I need to change? Do I need to change width of C, column C, or do I need to change width of B? It's B. I need this edge of B to go further to the right before the hello starts. So I'm going to go up here, and you'll see that B is highlighted because that's a column I'm working in. And by the way, if you look to the left, row 6, because that cell is in D6. So, excuse me, not D, B6. So I would like to change the width of this, and there are two ways to do it. One, I can come up, get the division line. It's always on, see the double-headed arrow pointing left and right? I don't have it. Now I have it. It's the division line on the right of the column you want to change. I want to change the width of B, so I'm going to put my cursor to the right of B and get the double-headed arrow, and now I can manually drag it out until I think I have it right. Or let's bring it back to about where it was. This time I'm going to double click. So I put it in the same spot and double click, and it gives me the minimum width necessary for the content of that column. Now you would think it would have stopped at Denver, Colorado. Didn't need to go all the way over there, but here's the reason. There was a wider entry. Colorado Mountain College required a greater length than the Denver, Colorado cell by itself did. And it doesn't know when you double click says give me the narrowest column possible for the widest entry. And the widest entry was Colorado Mountain College. Excuse me. So I'm going to go back and manually change it with that. Of that column. I'm going to get that double-headed arrow again, click. And by the way, notice it says width 44.43, and then it says that's 316 pixels. The book kept telling you to change for this chapter to a certain width, and it's specified. It'll tell you how wide numerically that should be. In the real world, you wouldn't know that. You're just doing it until it fits properly and looks the way you want it to look. So I'm going to slide back over here until Denver, Colorado fits, and I'm going to let go. And now I see Denver, Colorado, and hello on the right-hand side of it, not the Denver hello that we had before when we first started. So up here, changing widths is to the right-hand side of the cell that you want to change. You can make it exceedingly wide, or you can make it exceedingly small. The only one that's being affected is the one that's Denver, Colorado. Let me widen it again. See, Denver, Colorado, because the cell to the right of it has content. So when you make it too small, suddenly it cannot display it because hello is essentially saying to this cell, I need my space. And this is mine. You can't use it right now because I'm in here. Whereas up here, for the other two, as I change the width, they're not affected at all. I'm going to make it very skinny because there's nothing to the right of it saying, I'm sorry, you can't sit here, if you will. Only this one has something. The hello is in a cell in the seat next to it, if you will, saying, no, you can't put your purse here. No, you can't put your notebook here. No, you can't put your computer here. This is my seat. You're going to need a bigger seat. And making that column wider is what gives it the bigger seat. Is everybody okay with that? So that's the idea of changing widths. And remember, you could do it by a physical number if you knew ahead of time what that number was for some reason. But in the real world, you wouldn't know because you're entering data, you're entering headings, you're entering formulas, etc. And your column widths would be dependent upon what you had in there, not some predetermined number ahead of time. So hope that helps out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.